Experience is the teacher of all things. Cowards die many times before their deaths, the valiant never taste of death but once. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves. In war, events of importance are the result of trivial causes. As a rule, men worry more about what they can't see than about what they can. No one is so brave that he is not disturbed by something unexpected. Men in general are quick to believe that which they wish to be true. Let the die be cast. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. It is not the well-fed long-haired man I fear, but the pale and the hungry. The greatest enemy will hide in the last place you would ever look. I'd rather be first in a village than second at Rome. When you have got an elephant by the hind legs and he is trying to run away, it's best to let him run. Men are nearly always willing to believe what they wish. I love treason but hate a traitor. The enemy is within the gates, it is with our own luxury, our own folly, our own criminality that we have to contend. I am always Caesar. I would rather be the first man here than the second man in Rome. Fortune favors the bold. The immortality of fame is the often raised reflection that, whilst everyone must of necessity yield to the fate of mortality, a name can endure undiminished. The best remedy for anger is delay. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. It is not these well-fed long-haired men that I fear, but the pale and the hungry-looking. The conquest of Gaul was not worth the loss of a single Roman life. Which death is preferably to every other? The unexpected. To win by strategy is no less the role of a general than to win by arms. The enemies of a tyrant are never idle. I have lived long enough both in years and in accomplishments. In affairs of war, it is better to be a foot too soon than a minute too late. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. It is better to create than to learn. Creating is the essence of life. The laurels of victory are not very different from the funeral urn. The things that we least anticipate are the ones that happen. If you must break the law, do it to seize power, in all other cases observe it. Men are more inclined to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. It is the duty of a good shepherd to shear his sheep, not to skin them. The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, go out to meet it. The common people may want to be free, but they also want to be governed. In every man's soul someday there is good. When the Senate says, "That is no concern of ours," that means none of our concern. My men are my treasure and my dominion. My will is the only law, the will of the people. The gods favor the bold. He conquers twice who conquers himself in victory. I have lived long enough to satisfy both nature and glory. Without training, they lacked knowledge. Without knowledge, they lacked confidence. Without confidence, they lacked victory. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. When you're born into the world, you're given a ticket to the freak show. If you're born in America, you get a front row seat. It's not that I'm afraid to die. I just don't want to be there when it happens. I am free of all prejudices. I hate everyone equally. If it's not one thing, it's another.